Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the brother doing his work in sincerity and the truth. Therefore elect, the brother that's laboring every day, wait for the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai to return so we can guide his place. Peace and salutation to you, brothers. All right, so we want to speak on, brother, nowadays that we're in a, to enter in at the straight gate. It's only one way to get in. If you come up like to enter in at the straight gate, you cannot come another way into this thing, man. It's a time that, you got guys that come in this thing thinking it's about, feeding themselves, doing secular things that don't even contain with the brotherhood, in that way. Because when we come in this thing, we can't have strifes, or even just basically you can't have brothers like into other doctrines and windows of doctrine, same thing. It's all about what we're doing is in the truth. So you got to enter in the straight gate. Difficult, and it's going to be difficult. Enter this. You ain't going to be used to coming in this thing, and people see you, and people might know you, or you got to do your Saturdays a few hours on a Saturday or a brotherhood. And then on top of that, you got so many doctrines out here that are so contrary, but some people could just fall off into those other doctrines, which we're gonna get into. Go ahead, read that from Matthew.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go into thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
Right, it's narrow, and it's broad is the way, but it is up in a narrow area. So we're in a narrow at this moment. So it's real dangerous. It's how guys can come in this thing and just someone can fall out and make and do what they have been doing. Some will become wolves in sheep clothing, but men of the Lord don't keep on our straight path. The Yahweh Shai is gonna prepare that way for us, man. Go ahead, bro.
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Right, few be there that find it. It's not a broad entry. It's not that you can come in from any time on any angle or bring your doctrines in this thing. It's really you gotta have actually a sound doctrine in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the way it was presented. And the sound doctrine is to keep you stable and steadfast in this work. And like we spoke earlier, if men come in and change the doctrine, now they bring all type of heresies and fallacies into the doctrine, to the brotherhood, and to the church. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Right, you got Negroes out here changing the doctrine every week to the point ain't no more oil in them. To the point now, all they looking for is maybe FRNs, most likely, or glory for them old selves that seem like they're brilliant. Become false prophets and wolves in sheep's clothing. The ITR dudes, the Good Samaritan dudes. Go ahead, bro.
But inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Right, and they're ravening wolves because they're not trying to feed the flock. They're trying to feed their own bellies. Go ahead, bro.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Yeah, kind. And the world to come for few, because they're meaning at this time, it's the Most High. I think it's next, but at this time, this world's for many. So you got so much bullshit out here, but he only made a remnant in Israel. He made a small number of men that's going to understand this, because 144,000 men and men in one third, but the elect is a very, 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 very tiny number. The elect is like a half of a city block in a high populated neighborhood.
And that's not even the whole Shit, that's not even the whole district of that town.
Right. Go ahead. You got one there?
No, that was
Yeah. 'Cause, you know,
oh wait, Salaki, actually, I can't go along.
okay.
Verse 2, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, if it shall say unto thee that it giveth much more that whereof earthly vessels are made. But little dost that gold cometh of, even so is the course of the present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
All right, many created, but few shall be saved. That's just going in that, and when that destruction comes, you know, the men that's not doing the work of the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah will have to perish in that time, you know, because this world is made for, it's just so broad and so much deplorable condition. There's only the light is only so much, you know, but the light in this but the light that's cast in this darkness, you can see for miles. So you got men that stand out on the highways and byways trying to keep themselves prepared with the way that Yahweh Shah prepared the way for us, you know, not wavering, you know, not double-minded, staying strong, steadfast and strong, you know, not wishing you never left, you know, the camp, your spirit, you know, you got guys who doing ride-bys, thinking we don't know them, coming by, you know, that used to be part of this camp. Man, get out of here, you know. Go ahead, bro.
That was it for that. Do you want me to grab that second?
Yep, get a second.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Man, one man can go there at once. It's just so small. It's a fire and water, right? So, you know, hey, you get burned or you drown, you know. So one of the two, but you got a path that one man at a time can go, and the path is straight way to the kingdom of heaven, and that's confirming, dude. That's only through this name of Yahweh Shemel Shah, the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, that put on those men, you know, because you got men out here that's trying to think they're gonna get in that straight gate, but they getting singed as they go, you know. Then they getting wet as they go, you know, almost about to fall into the deep. They can't control what the delusion that the Most High placed upon them, you know. They believe, you know, because they was already off, and they lust took them to that point where they was like their spirit went on to another unto other ways. Go ahead.
Verse 9. If the city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
If you don't want to go through this affliction and suffer like the Yahweh Shemel Shah did, you know, you're not willing to do that, you know, and you're not worthy to be his servant. The only thing you're worthy to do is, you know, perish. You know, because hey, we're gonna go through affliction. It's still not over. It's nothing really going on right now. You might lose your woman, you'll get over that. You might lose a little money, Most High bring that back. But all in all, you know, if we don't, the Most High, hey, look, like the scripture said, you got to thank him in everything. You know, men are not, they being ungrateful, unholy, you know, and not really willing to sacrifice their life, you know, for the truth. You know, we all fear, but hey, you got to fear more Yahweh Shemel Shah than men, or just or fear not to have. You know, go ahead, bro.
If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
Right. If you never willing to go through the troubles, the things that the people that you know telling on you, or that you be out on the highways and byways, your family leaving you, you know, You just give me some. You got some.
Your job, giving you hell, putting you in the straight between, work and truth, coming out here on Saturdays to come prophesy.
Right.
Your woman giving you hell, talking about she gonna take away the kids, or is ready to threaten you with Esau's child support, or threaten to call the police on you. What's the time is to come that we are going to be tried in such situations where we are going to be persecuted by our families and our so-called loved ones. So if you're not willing to go through that type of adversity, that type of trial to test your faith, because all in all, this is all a test of faith. We're put in difficult situations only to show if we have that faith or not in the Most High Heavenly Father and His Son. That's that fire and that water. That's between that straight and narrow path. Let's see. To continue on, verse 10. And I said, "It is so, Lord." Then said He unto me, "Even so also is Israel's portion." And why did the angel say this also is Israel's portion? Because Israel has an inheritance that they may receive only if they walk down the straight and narrow path. Because we have already had somewhat of the blessings placed upon us during the first covenant, but we fucked up. So with the second covenant, the Most High made it to where you either walk down this straight and narrow path, or you're gonna get caught on the left in the fire, or you're gonna get caught in the deep water when all hell breaks loose. When the Most High gets ready to judge this world for the wickedness and the pollution and the wicked and the abominable things that we perpetually push in the midst of the whole world. You're either gonna get caught walking down that straight and narrow path, trying to do what's right, walk uprightly, and walk towards the kingdom of heaven, or you're gonna get caught caught up in the afflictions of the wickedness of this world.
Beautiful. Get John 10 on that. Get on that.
Let's see. This is John chapter 10, starting at verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Right. You can't come into this truth think you're gonna hop in. You're just gonna hop, skip and jump over all that leaven you got in your system. I think you ain't just gonna come in here and just come in here and just be the orator or just be the man. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of brothers got a lot of I want to be the man spirit. You trying to be bring your worldly ideas in this truth. That's something.
Yeah. I mean, because all in all, the Most High already knows what spirit is truly going to cater to His will. It's truly going to come to that full understanding of what it is that we're supposed to be doing and what it is that we're not supposed to be doing. Because the things that we're not supposed to do is what's going to cause us to fall off that straight way. Brothers that put their hand to this plow, if you calling yourself a prophet of the Lord, if you calling yourself a true Israelite man of the Lord, you're not going to let the afflictions and maybe the slight singes that you feel from the fire, or the wetness that you feel from the water make you to where you fall on either side. You're going to continue to walk that straight way, whether how much that burn hurts, or no matter how much fearful you get when you feel like you're about to slip. Continue to walk down that path. Continue to walk in the ways that the Most High had set up, because it's not hard. The understanding is not hard. Or Salaki, when you're walking down the straight path, it's not a hard thing to grasp.
We walk in the spirit, not after the flesh. You got to walk out. We know we in this flesh. We know things that gonna go up, but we still got to go for the. We got to still go walk in the spirit. You know, you got to think of the things. You know what I mean? You got to actually, with Yahushua, what he was doing. You know, that's why you got to constantly meditate in the scriptures. You got to meditate in the word. You got to understand the things, man, because you can easily fall off. You know, you fall to the wayside. You know, be them seeds that be on stony ground, man. That's what it can end up being. You know, never take root. You know, and then you got some that just get withered away. They put it on rocks, got a little soil, and you know, but it still really can't take hold. You know, so don't be. You know, we got to come in and be ready and willing to do this work because Yahushua suffered. So he said we're gonna have to do the same thing. So you know, I mean, that's really it. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kadash. Peace, salutation to the brothers doing the work, sincerity and truth, the hope for elect, and Shalom.
Shalom.